All right. Good morning, Buzz Media World. Hopefully, people are kicking in. We have a special Memorial Day episode today with Matt Strong on as guest. And we have a couple song requests from Matt Strong. So we're going to start off with Into the Mystic. Thank you to Luis. And we're live. Good morning.
We're live.
Happy
Special Sunday edition, right? Oh, no, it's Monday.
It's Monday. It is a Memorial Day edition.
Oh, Memorial Day. I love Memorial Day. Today's show is sponsored by America. In fact, because it's Memorial Day. Kicking butt, taking names since 76. That's 1776. And E pluribus unum.
I'm going to back you up there and say 1775. Battle of Lexington and Concord, April 75.
That's the official start of America. I would have thought it was the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1976.
You said when we started kicking butt. We started kicking butt the Battle of Concord in 75. They fought.
All right, I'm with you then.
All right. Got to give those guys credit.
Yeah. Shout out to the Groovers. A little Into the Mystic on the intro.
That was a Matt Strong request right there.
A Matt Strong request and a good one. I listened to the Allman Brothers version yesterday while I was out working the pools. So we did want to salute the kind of just a little take on Memorial Day. Obviously, a lot of respect for people in this country who have served and given a lot. And obviously, today's a day to pay tribute to those that have made the ultimate sacrifice to allow us to have what we have and do the things we do. So when you're grilling today or just hanging out and enjoying a day off, take some realization that there was a lot that went into that. And to have these freedoms, we're pretty lucky to have those guys fighting for them.
Yep. I really appreciate all the people who go to the cemeteries and do the flags.
Yeah.
Yep,
definitely cool.
Looking prime.
Yeah. Birthdays today. Allie Raisman. I'm not good with pronunciations this morning so far in the pre-production meeting.
She does the flips and things, right? She's the gymnast.
Yeah, the gymnast. I thought you were giving me the wrap-up sign. I'm like, yeah, it's early for the wrap-up. Yeah, she does the flips. Great American gymnast. She's 26 today. Ian McKellen, who played Magneto in the X-Men movies. Did he play Gandalf in the
Who's Gandalf?
Yeah,
Gandalf versus Magneto. Who wins?
Magneto every time.
That's Jamie?
I don't know. I think I'd go Gandalf.
Morgan?
I have not seen it.
That's what I was hoping for.
Something else that Morgan has.
That's what you were hoping for.
You would think there is.
I don't know what's happening. But I'll see if I can get it back. I think I have.
57 today.
No, wait. Is that the Mike Myers who the murderer kills people?
No, not the guy from Halloween. 57 today.
No, wait. Is that the Mike Myers who the murderer kills people?
No, not the guy from Halloween. Mike Myers, like the actor who was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Who I think, like, obviously Wayne's World, like that's, was a great Saturday Night Live character, Wayne Campbell, and it got with the movies and everything. But to me, number two, right solidly behind that is Dieter from Sprockets.
Do you know who my number one Mike Myers movie is? So I Married an Axe Murderer. That movie's hilarious. It's so funny.
But it's got Austin Powers too, which is a classic, and there was a couple of them. So yeah, Mike Myers, talented guy, funny guy,
He's
great
Canadian.
guy on Saturday Night Live.
Talking about him on the show today.
What's that?
He's Canadian.
You got
Canadian.
a lot of airtime for a Canadian.
It's a lot of.
Right. All right, moving on then. On this day in 1977, Star Wars: The New Hope was released.
Oh.
I know we've done a lot of Star Wars on this show, so big day there. First Star Wars release, George Lucas. And then this was a cool one that I found in sports. In 1935, Jesse Owens in a Big Ten track meet broke 4 world records in 45 minutes. Imagine that.
No.
45 minutes, he all of a sudden just holds 4 new world records.
Do you know what the records were?
No, I didn't get that far into the research. It didn't really say.
So I was looking at this a little bit. The next year, speaking of like America, he went to the Berlin Olympics and won 4 golds right in Hitler's face.
36, yeah, I know. That was the ultimate in-your-face move. Like that's one of the greatest American sports events ever. I think.
Yeah.
Like so cool.
Yep. He won the 100, the 200, the 4x1, and the long jump.
Whoa.
The thing is that you can only do 4. Like he probably could have won 4 more. Right?
Probably.
I don't know.
Like if you can win the long jump, you could probably win the triple jump.
I don't know if they only let you do 4 at the Olympics.
You probably can legitimately only do 4.
He
But-
set 3 world records at that Olympics.
Yeah. Awesome. And then the last one we had was this is something that we'll never see again. In 1986, there was Hands Across America, where 6.5 million people held hands all the way from California to New York.
Lies. I looked it up this morning. They
Lies.
didn't. They didn't.
Fake
They did
news.
not actually hold hands across. I was like, that's amazing. And then I looked it up. They didn't hold hands across America.
Fake news. What really happened?
So they did, but like they didn't actually hold hands across the whole country. They covered the distance. Like in cities, they like looped back around. And if you added up the total distance of all the people, it was the same distance.
But they didn't actually put hands all the way across. There wasn't a connection.
No.
Like you couldn't have run an electrical impulse off the Van de Graaff from California all the way to.
Or done
New
that
York.
where you like squeeze their hand. That would have been fun.
Well, that would have been awesome. Are you ready? Yeah.
Right, except that would have been on a real phone. Well, 86, yeah, we didn't have cell phones then. Bag phones, maybe. I don't know.
Tell me when you get it.
Tell me when you get it. Yeah. So there you go. On to what's all the buzz.
Oh,
we've got-
I think this is where we're gonna bring in
Oh yeah, we're gonna bring in our guest today.
a special guest, Matt.
Your episode, bud.
Morning.
Here he is. And,
This is like a lifetime goal for me. I'm so excited.
so for people who are not regular viewers, what happened last Wednesday is we were debating whether or not we should even have a show today. And in the chat, Matt Strong was the first one on. So we decided to focus today's show around him.
So does that warrant me like a free T-shirt or something? Number 1 fan.
It actually does, Matt. I have a defective T-shirt that has a hole in it.
Oh, that's all right.
Yours. I'm not going to give that thing away.
I'll use it to
Also,
paint.
your
No,
favorite character can sign it.
You can't use it. You still have to wear it. If you're not going to wear it, then
No, I'll wear it while I'm painting. I wasn't gonna like paint with it, like literally.
all right.
Wait, were you actually confused that he was going to use it to paint?
Yes.
So weird.
It's not a rag.
People don't paint with the rags, Davis. They clean up with them.
Well, I thought he was going to use it like for painting things like that.
No.
All right. I've been waiting to give that away somehow.
All right. So what's all the buzz today? Our 3 news events for today. Number 1, there was a little bit of an update on Kim Jong-un. It appears as though he made some pronunciation that they were going to increase their number of nukes. You got more info on that, Davis? I know you like to follow Kim Jong-un and the chance that he might be alive.
I didn't. There's word that Trump wants to restart doing nuclear tests in America. So yeah, that came out yesterday. And that's just been reported. I didn't know that Kim Jong Un's going to up his nukes.
Yeah, moves to increase North Korea's nuclear strength. But
now, did we see him saying this?
Well, that's what I couldn't find that.
So we don't.
It says he convened the country's top military governing body, outlining new policies for further increasing. So, Mr. Kim's attendance at the meeting was his first public activity in 3 weeks.
Was
they meet to discuss the nuclear plans in public?
I guess so. I also think they could have like weekend at Bernie's and put him in a chair and somebody was behind his arm, like signing it, you know? Like
you have not weighed in. Where do you put Kim Jong?
I don't believe that he's alive until I see like a proof of life video where he's holding up the daily paper or something. Because you can put stuff out there, especially their government, and say, oh yeah, he's alive and he's out there playing golf or whatever. And
yeah,
you think he's dead? Where do you think he is right now?
I think he's dead. Until I see that proof of life, I'm gonna think he's dead.
Well, I have the official meter. He's here today.
Where is he?
Why is he moving towards dead? Why does nobody listen to me?
There's no proof that he actually ran this meeting.
What are you talking about? This one's today's.
Right. He was way over in the green at one point.
Yeah, that was several weeks ago.
That was close.
He was here last time. So he's moving back towards fine, but he's in the middle. He's between coma and fine.
I would love to see a news article where someone's like, Kim Jong-un, fine.
It could not be reported when or where the meeting took place.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
So, fake news. Fake news, that's what I'm going with.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, moving on. Number 2 on our list today, the golf match. We had Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson against Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning. Even though I'm not a huge Peyton Manning guy, he was pretty funny. I'll give him that.
I was out in my kayak on the water, didn't watch it. Saw some highlights.
I saw the beginning, and then it was my sister's birthday, so we went over there and sat around the fire. Had some lobster yesterday, actually, but yeah, it was pretty funny. There was a lot of trash talk, which was good. Charles Barkley was doing the announcing, so there was a lot of trash talk like between the guys and Charles Barkley because he sucks at golf.
They should get Bill Murray out there. He used to always do those celebrity golf things. He was pretty funny.
Yes, that would have been good. Caddyshack's great movie too. Just
the best line was a Caddyshack line because it started pouring, and I think Eli Manning or even Brady might have said, "I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come for a while."
Yes. Tom Brady also split his pants at one point.
Full split them or what?
Yeah, full split, like from belt to
Whoa.
So yeah,
golf. I don't feel like golf is that active of a.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was when he on a drive or when he bent over to pick the ball up out of the hole, but I don't know. Makes him seem more human. So there you go. But a lot of money raised for charity. So that was good, and gave us some sports. So it's pretty good. I actually just watching I watched about the first 7 or 8 holes. The most impressive thing was, to me, Mickelson, like, narrating himself through what he was going to do on each shot. Like, for me, like, I step up to the ball, and if I can actually hit it somewhere close to where I think it's going to go, like, I'm happy. He's like, all right, he's just, like, going through every shot, like, this area is like this. I'm going to hit it there, but it's going to skid, so because it's a little bit wet. And then it would do it, like, exactly what he said. And he did the old, you can do this at the Highlands. There's one hole where you can try to cut the fairway and hit like over some trees and land it on the green on a par 4, and he did it. Cut the tree line, went right over everything, and dropped it on the green on a par 4. So
I'm a big fan of doing that in mini golf. Like, there's a lot of places you can cut off part of the hole by just like going up over. I've done that at Tabors a few times.
Right.
At Tabors, you could just cut off like half the course.
Nah, you just got to go for it.
The thing I like besides Peyton cracking jokes was he was kind of like a weekend golfer. He'd go up and take 2 practice swings and then hit. Whereas Brady looked like he was taking 2 minutes before his shot there. It was kind of annoying.
Yeah, Brady wouldn't use his driver either. Went with the fairway wood off the tee every time, which is, I don't know, whatever.
What did you think?
What?
What did you
Morgan, did you watch it?
No,
think?
I don't watch golf.
I watch it.
I find golf very boring.
What do you watch?
What do you mean? What do I watch? I watch lots of stuff.
Wait, I mean, when you watch TV,
Anything
that thing
you ever
that
talk about,
shows.
your answer is always, I haven't seen it.
When do you watch? What are you watching right now? What have you binge watched during this Corona closure?
I'm watching Scandal right now.
Oh,
Scandal.
It's about the government. Well, it's about the government.
I've seen it.
You have?
Yeah, I have. It's got Gary Washington, right?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
watched.
Yeah, my wife was watching that for a while, so I saw a few episodes.
So you didn't watch it. You saw a few episodes with your wife.
Well, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I've seen it. Like, I've seen it enough to kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
I guess it's no Star Wars, but whatever.
All right, let's keep moving.
All right, moving on. We've got millions of cicadas. Or are they cicadas or are they cicadas? Are they cicadas? I don't know how you pronounce that, but millions of them are set to emerge from the ground relatively soon in the Virginia, North Carolina area, which is going to cause quite a buzz.
Listen to this.
And above, in the branches, millions have started to sing. The noise is ear-splitting.
That's going to be awesome.
So listen, I did a little research on this. 1.5 million of them per acre of land. That's per acre. And they live in the soil and feed on tree roots for sometime between 13 and 17 years before they emerge. And apparently we're due for a large emergence.
Wow.
Isn't this the next sign of the end of days? A plague of locusts?
Right.
Those
They also have a great name for it. It's called the Brood 9.
Oh.
Ooh,
I know.
that is.
Oh, wait a minute. Those are not locusts. There actually was a swarming of locusts over in like the
Yes,
Middle
there
East,
was.
like earlier this year.
Cicadas aren't the Mexican locusts?
No, I don't think so.
The Mexican locusts.
Maybe they are actually. I like
Up
that.
with that, they could be.
Wait, when were we supposed to show the eagle camera? This is unrelated, but I just remembered we didn't do it.
I think now.
I guess now.
Yeah, maybe we could do that at the wrap up.
No, let's check in now.
All right. Memorial Day Eagle camera check in.
So we're supposed to be this is a live cam. We're not
It's like raining.
there right now. We'll check back in later.
You know what's nice compared to the last time we showed an eagle or anything? We know the eagles are alive. Or actually, we don't know the eagles are alive.
They're not in the
The
net.
eagles are very much like Kim Jong-un at this point.
We need a meter where the eagle is.
I think they're out looking for loons. Payback. All right, so that was what's all the buzz. I believe now we are on to the top 6. Is that right? Top
Yeah.
6? Morgan's got the top 6 things that we hate to see at a barbecue. We got some good ones too. We have some good ones that didn't even make the list, like women changing the diaper of the baby right on the deck while you're eating instead of going inside. Like, that's annoying.
That got cut?
Yeah, that got caught. Like the mom that goes around picking up everybody's half-drank soda and pouring it out and throwing it away before you're done with it, like that. That's on the chopping floor. So we got some good stuff coming. So that being said, number 6, drum roll, please.
Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, hold up, Morgan. What I really love right here is you traced hate and barbecue in green. Is that what that is?
That just for emphasis.
It's emphasis.
I like that. That's solid work. I want you to get credit for that.
We hate to see at a barbecue.
Should Matt be the one reading these? Since
Yes,
it is-
Matt should be the one reading these.
All right.
Let's give him a drum roll.
Raisins in the potato salad.
Oh,
Definitely bad.
Yeah, why? Why would anyone do that? One, raisins are gross.
Yep.
They're like
Raisins by themselves I can tolerate, but not in potato salad.
no. You're not supposed to have anything sweet in a potato salad.
Wait a minute. A raisin is just a zombie grape. It was a happy little grape that had its life force sucked out of it, and it turned into a zombie. Raisins should never belong anywhere.
Yeah. They don't
No,
belong.
the only reason you put raisins in a potato salad is if you like that and you want to bring it home because you know nobody will eat it.
Right. And just keep it to yourself, Karen.
You just get past this. I don't want to talk about raisins anymore. Oh.
All right, number 5.
Socks and sandals.
Now, I don't have a problem with this one. As I said in the production meeting this morning, I wore socks and sandals to Bear Pond the other day.
That's where I draw the line halfway. Like socks, I wear socks and sandals, but not to the beach.
Not to the beach.
That's absurd.
The tops of my feet are very sensitive. I don't want them to get sunburned, man.
Socks.
So the only thing, like, I have so many questions about this, like, because one of the things that I hate at the beach, just to, like, almost makes me hate the beach, is getting like sand in like anything. Like I hate.
Right.
I feel like a sock is just like a sand trap. Like you're basically going to create a sandbag for what you're sticking your foot into.
Not if you don't have holes in your socks.
You also were just doing like an Anakin Skywalker quote there, Jamie, almost. I hate sand.
I don't know.
I hate
All the kids are wearing socks and sandals. I feel like I'm a trendsetter.
Really? All the kids are?
They are.
I go to a lot of like basketball tournaments, not this year, but in past years, you know, like in the spring and early summer, and all the kids are wearing socks and sandals, which I was
Well,
doing.
that's basketball's a little different. I used to wear socks and
because
sandals.
you're about. So instead of like, oh, might I go swimming today? They're like, oh, I'm probably going to plan another basketball.
Right.
Basketball shoes. They're not really worried about the tops of their feet getting sunburned.
That's a big concern for me.
So I'm also concerned about the tops of my feet getting sunburned, but I put on sunscreen.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about sunscreen. I'm not a big fan. Gotta be honest. I'm kind of anti-sunscreen. So
Did you read the TB12 book? Is that what it was? You're just gonna go with water and that's
no,
it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big sunscreen. I don't use sunscreen very often.
Oh, that's not good. You need to wear sunscreen.
No, I get one burn at the beginning of the summer, or I got one burn the other day, and that'll be it. I won't get a sunburn again. So I'm good. I just can't stand it when it's on the tops of my feet. Any other place on my body, I'm good, but not on the tops of my feet.
You're gonna have to wear socks all summer though, because you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. In for a dime, in for a dollar, man. That's a Brad Smith one right there.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
All right, I think we got number 4.
People don't keep. I think that's supposed to say people don't keep score in the games, not just don't score. But
Well, I'm also mad if I have a teammate that doesn't score. Like if we're playing wiffle ball,
That's
you
true.
can't push and run across home plate. I'm not happy with you either. But
It is supposed to say keep score.
I'm imagining cornhole without keeping score. Now you're just throwing a sack into a hole. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I have flashbacks to when we would play staff volleyball, and I think I was the only one who kept score.
no, Matt, that's false. I always kept. And
yeah, if Davis and Haylock were there, somebody kept score.
yeah,
I don't know.
Or how are you talking trash?
I think
And
it
you have
was.
to watch out for Haylock because he's a
I
cheater.
thi- yeah, exactly. I think it was often wrong.
No,
Haylock's a renowned cheater. He cheats all the time.
renowned cheater.
He is, man. I play pickup morning ball with him. He follows you all the time and never calls it.
No, that's just because he's a fan of the Bad Boys.
Oh man, yeah. Like we were saying this before. Like every Memorial Day barbecue or family reunion needs like a wiffle ball Tony. Like the guy who organizes the wiffle ball game, he keeps score, he does everything. Like everybody needs that guy. You just, what you can't do is put wiffle ball Tony in charge of everything. I don't know. I know we don't talk politics here, but it seems like that's what we're doing with the government. We're putting a lot of wiffle ball Tonys in charge. We need to get back to some people who can plan some things.
I love to be the person in charge of games because first of all, I try to get the teams going, and then I get the trash talk going, and then is the gambling. Like, I'm really missing out on Memorial Day barbecues.
Right. Like if I had a barbecue, I would put you in charge of the games, but I would not put you in charge of the potato salad and organizing all the food.
Oh my gosh. If you made the potato salad, I don't know what would happen.
It wouldn't have raisins in it, though. I'll tell you that.
Maybe instead of Wiffle Ball Tony, that reference for me from now on will be Wiffle Ball Davis.
The Doga.
I am the Doga. For those who don't know, that is an official title I've been given, the Dean of Games and Activities at Levitt.
All right, moving on. Number 3. What do we got here?
DJ plays Cat Stevens or Harry Styles instead of Bon Jovi and Guns N' Roses. Now I like Cat Stevens. I don't know about that one. That was I think that was a personal jab.
Yes, it was.
You guys stick around for the wrap up today and the outro, and you'll know what we mean.
It's the tune you want to bump at your Memorial Day barbecue party.
Matt, that's how you know you're a real part of the show, is that we actually went to a great effort just to take a shot at you in the top 6. So.
Right.
I didn't say my song choice was a party tune. I just thought it was good. There's music for all different
just
occasions.
Semantics, Matt. We don't look at things that way. Are you a Harry Styles fan too?
I don't mind Harry Styles. While his solo stuff I don't really listen to, but One Direction I actually don't mind at all. They have some pretty good songs. I
always like it at the barbecue party or the family reunion when somebody throws in "Living on a Prayer" though, and everybody starts singing. Like that's when you know it's on.
You're halfway there at that point.
Davis, that was your best pun this whole Corona closure right there, man. You should just walk off the set. That was a mic drop, walk off, like, see ya, get out of here. He doesn't need to do the show anymore. That's going to be as good as it gets right there, folks. Davis with a piece of morning TV show gold right there.
That'll make up for when he forgets to turn the mic on today.
Oh!
Good one, Morgan. Well played.
Morgan, remember when you wrote the top 6 wrong like 30 seconds ago?
It's not as big a mistake as not turning the mic on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got number 2.
It's hard to read.
I can't read that.
2 Chris Grays.
2 Chris Grays show up.
So you always want one Chris Gray at the party because, that's the guy who tells the funny stories and, like takes his shirt off and runs through the sprinkler, like that sort of stuff.
I don't know where you were going with takes his shirt off.
or takes it off at the buffet line, whatever. Just, comedic gold. But you can't have 2 Chris Grays at one of those things because then it turns into like a contest to see who can one up the other one and things get way out of hand.
It's like Eagle versus Loon.
Oh my God! If one Chris Gray stabbed another Chris Gray in the heart.
But that's how it ends, Jamie. One of them farts and blames it on the other one, and then they brawl.
All right, let's keep going.
Everyone's uncomfortable.
Number 1.
Turkey burgers on the grill at the same time as the real ones.
That is a major mistake. You always cook the turkey burgers afterwards.
Yeah, that and the veggie burgers. Get those.
Right.
No, wait, why do you have to cook them separately?
You can't sully up the grill with that stuff while you're cooking the regular.
On a separate grill altogether, because you never know if you're going to want to do seconds of burgers, right?
Do you know what I'm
true.
thinking about this is? I feel like you're saying it because you don't want the turkey burgers to sully the real burgers, but I also feel like the turkey burger people probably it's better for them too. Like if they don't want to eat burger, why don't they not want?
I don't have enough hatred that I would get some of the beef onto their turkey burgers. I'm not like that anti against it, but I don't know. Those things got to be separate.
And they take up like valuable burger time.
Right, and they take up a lot of space too. Some of those veggie burgers, before you get them on there, they're like, it's like the size of a pizza,
yes.
And then you finish and it's like the size of a silver dollar.
No, veggie burgers don't change their shape because there's no fat coming out of them. They stay the same size the whole time.
Yeah, until the lima bean falls out, and then they drink.
All right.
Oh man.
That's
That was too much. I think we got a top 6. No, we got a gotta choose, right? With Matt Strong, our special guest on today's show.
Yep.
Oh, the pressure.
The pressure's on, Matt. We play a little game here on the show that we call Gotta Choose. Like my dog is trying to choose right now whether or not to bark at these people going by. But the point of the game is that you have to choose. So, and in the spirit of the number 6, we go with 6 of them. So, first one, it was Mike Myers' birthday today. Better movie, Wayne's World or Austin Powers?
I got to go with Austin Powers. Wayne's World was good in its time. I think Austin Powers just holds up a little bit better.
I mean,
Anybody want to disagree on that one?
I think Wayne's World is a skit turned into a movie. Like, it's kind of a classic Saturday Night Live. I think Wayne's World's hilarious, but I don't know if it's a good movie. Who was the girl in Wayne's World?
Tia Carrera.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Austin Powers is a better movie. There's actually like a plot.
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of good lines in both, but
Morgan, you probably haven't seen it?
I've seen parts of it.
what parts?
I'm not a big Austin Powers fan.
All right. Have you seen Wayne's World?
No.
Never?
No.
She's too young for Wayne's World.
I always liked Dana Carvey as Garth in Wayne's World too. He was cool.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Number 5. You get a couple of Mike Myers movies here as well. Shrek or Cat in the Hat?
Never seen Cat in the Hat, so I'm gonna have to go with Shrek.
Man, I vehemently disagree on that one. Cat in the Hat, way better.
Really?
I think you just pronounced vehemently wrong.
Like cicadas.
Exactly, Takata. Cat in the Hat is way better. I don't know. When my kids were growing up and we were watching those movies, I was always annoyed when they would choose Shrek, but when they would choose Cat in the Hat, I was in. Like, I could stay watching it longer than them, I think.
That makes me actually kind of want to watch Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, I've never seen Cat in the Hat. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
I've never
Jamie,
seen it.
you have young kids. You should be watching Cat in the Hat, man. It's a great one.
This is a great.
But I can't remember which kid. Might have been Sawyer. He was big Cat in the Hat. Like, we watched that one a gazillion times, it seemed like. All right, next one up. Matt, you're a baseball guy, so and we know that the 30 for 30 is coming out pretty soon. So I thought this would be a good one. Mark McGwire or Barry Bonds?
Oh God. None of the above. I'm gonna go with McGuire because I think he's actually copped to the fact that he did steroids, whereas Barry Bonds still denies the fact, even though his head grew like twice its size. So I'm gonna have to go with McGuire just because he actually copped to it.
Yeah, but Bonds.
Davis, I'm gonna guess you're a Bonds guy, Davis.
Bonds is so much better. Bonds was like legitimately a Hall of Famer before any of it. McGuire was like a 220 hitting first baseman without steroids. You got to go Bonds. Hathaway?
I would also go Bonds too. Bonds was a great baseball player before he took steroids. McGuire
steroids. Bonds is amazing. He's a superhero. Like McGuire did a lot of home runs. Barry Bonds was just like he broke the game.
Yeah, I would agree. Also, one of my favorite things ever is watching Jim Leland like completely undress Barry Bonds just with a rant in preseason. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's awesome. Jim Leland is the man. So it's like he's like smoking a cigarette in spring training, like screaming at Barry Bonds, telling him what a young punk he is. Love it. I'd go Bonds. Anyway, next one. We know you're an 80s, late 80s music type of guy, Matt. So Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue?
Neither one of those was really my style. I'm more like WHOM, easy listening kind of nerdy guy. But
well, when you want to get down, what are you getting down to? Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue?
Probably more Guns N' Roses than Motley Crue.
Anybody gonna make a pitch for Motley Crue out there, Morgan?
Nope.
Do you know any Motley Crue songs?
I don't know. Like, I actually think I do. You guys are going to judge me. I think I do, but I could not name any right now. Like, if you started telling me some, I would probably recognize them, but not enough.
I'll go with the DJ Gentura because he's our resident music guy. Best Motley Crue song.
Isn't it Girls, Girls, Girls? That's Motley Crue.
That's Motley Crue, yeah.
That's a top. That's a banger.
I like Dr. Feelgood. I always thought that was a good one.
Oh, Dr. Feelgood, that one's a good one too.
Davis?
I don't like Motley Crue at all. And
More of a Guns N' Roses guy?
I'm not a huge Guns N' Roses guy, but when I used to live in North Turner, if I left my house, I could hit play on November Rain, and if I didn't run into any problems, I could pull into the parking lot as it ended.
I'm not sure that's one of the best Guns N' Roses songs, but
And the video for November Rain's great when the guy dives over the cake.
yeah, Stephanie Seymour in that video.
That's a really great video. Now, yeah, Guns N' Roses by far.
One of the things I remember about the time I went from Fenway is it's kind of a lesser known Guns N' Roses song. Mr. Brownstone came on and the whole place went nuts like it was the greatest song ever. So I was like, Mr. Brownstone. All right, number 2. Matt, would you rather sit down and binge watch Dukes of Hazzard or A-Team?
Ooh, tough choice. I loved both of those as a kid. I'll probably go Dukes of Hazzard because it's a little bit more variety. A-Team was always the same, like they go and help somebody and then no one would actually get shot or killed. That was amazing. They were like expert marksmen and they'd shoot guns out of people's hands and stuff. And,
A plan always comes
kind of
together.
formulaic, whereas Dukes of Hazzard had a little bit more variety.
Yeah. Morgan, what do you think on those?
I missed them. I was trying to post on Instagram.
That's actually good, Morgan, because we are running into
I
time.
know.
All right,
And so
perfect.
I stopped listening.
We'll go. I'm Dukes of Hazzard, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
I'm choosing Magnum PI, which isn't a choice, but
Ooh, good one. In the A-Team, the plan always comes together. That's like Matt's right. It's too predictable.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, Matt. Would you rather hit fungos or throw BP? You've done some baseball coaching. What's more in your wheelhouse, hitting the fungos for fielding or throwing BP?
When I was younger, it used to be BP. I could throw like a whole team and not feel bad the next day. But nowadays it's fungos. I'm good for about 4 or 5 batters throwing strikes, and then I lose it. I get the yips. So fungos all day.
Fungos all day. I love hitting the fungos too, but sometimes you get the blisters. So I'm more of a BP
Yeah, you
guy.
build up an immunity the first couple of weeks, and after that it's fine.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you can't wear a batting glove when you're hitting fungos, or you'll get.
No,
like,
I did that once, and I got razzed for it big time.
yeah, you get razzed like unmercifully for that.
Yeah.
So,
That's
one of my
exactly
favorite
like
things is throwing BP. I love it.
Matt, what you just said sounds exactly like the socks with sandals.
What, a
Nobody
batting
razzed me
glove,
at the beach the other day.
batting glove with fungos? Yeah.
In fact, when I saw people leaving the beach, they were putting on their socks with their sandals.
I doubt it.
Thank you, Morgan. All right, I think that's all we got, isn't it?
Yep, we'll have to be back in the wrap up. We gotta end this thing right now.
All right.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Thanks,
You guys
Matt.
are doing
Thanks,
an awesome
Matt.
job. Appreciate it.
Enjoy your Memorial Day.
See ya.
Is that the sign?
I think
We
that's
wrapping this thing up, Davis?
We're live.
All right, we're on the wrap up. Genturi, you got a guest with you there.
Yeah, I got Elliot with me right now. Oh,
Shrek or Cat in the Hat?
Hey, Shrek or Cat in the Hat? Nah, he's done. He's not going to answer that. I don't know.
I can answer that. He's got to see Cat in the Hat. Hey, I missed. Oh, go ahead, Davis. What? Socks and sandals? I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
I
you
can
said
show
you were
but
wearing them right now.
I am wearing them right now. I don't think I can lift my leg up that high though. Hold on. Does that do it?
Oh my.
No.
How about that? Can you see him now? Socks and sandals, baby.
To be fair, those are the sandals that you should ever wear socks with.
Oh, thank you, Morgan.
If you're gonna wear socks and sandals.
Morgan is the fashionista.
But there is a poll
yeah.
on Instagram. There's a poll on Instagram for people to agree or disagree with you.
I'm getting on that right.
My wife is disagreeing not on Instagram. She's just yelling at me from the other room that it's not a good look. Oh,
We'll add
man.
that to the poll numbers.
Hey, listen, go ahead, Davis. We're going to check the
Oh, yeah.
Eagle. Check in on the Eagle.
I hope it's not there.
Man.
Well, Davis said it was there, so I hope it's not.
Oh, it is there.
Is that a bald eagle?
I don't think that's an eagle. Eagles
I don't
have
think-
white heads.
Yeah, it's not a bald eagle. A bald eagle has a white head.
Right, and that's not a bald eagle.
I
I think that's
wonder
an imposter.
if the eagle has like murdered a bald eagle family and it's like in its house.
That's a very Davis-like thing to show, because if he was a regular eagle, he certainly would go find a bald eagle's nest to chill.
If he
While
was
they
a
were gone.
regular eagle.
Show completely off the rails today.
Yeah.
Listen, I missed this on this day. What's that? A juvenile bald eagle. That's a complete
That
yes.
sounds made up, but okay.
You gotta
Yeah.
earn your. You gotta earn your-
Morgan goes with the frankly, that sounds made up. Yeah, we have a birthday today. Happy 15th birthday to Maria Groover. There you go. It's an aggressive birthday wish.
Or
I thought you were going to sing for her, Davis, or play a song. Yeah, no sound, he says. Now he's got no sound. For once, he's muted himself.
yeah, I like that he's like back to the sign language on that one.
Oh, we can hear him, but they can't. Boy, lucky us. Also missed on this
Yeah.
day. Today was the day of the iconic picture where Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston in Lewiston at the boxing match. It was pretty cool. Yeah, Lewiston, Maine. The reason that was in Lewiston is because the big places wouldn't sanction it, because he had converted to Islam and changed his name. So that's pretty cool. I love Muhammad Ali, one of my favorites of all time. And I think that's it. I think the Groover's going to hit us up with an outro, a little Cat Stevens for Matt Strong. Oh, very young. Oh, hold on. Davis is dialing that up. He's a little unprepared. We will see you for the show on Wednesday. We're going to start counting down with some senior stuff, have some interviews lined up, and have some good shows here leading up until graduation. We're on a countdown of sorts. We're on to like 8 shows left before the special end of the year bash show, right? So, total of 9. All right. Hey, Jackson on Monday too. It's his birthday, so.
You mean Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
All right.
Oh, happy birthday.
Wednesday.
All right, here we go. Oh, very young from Louis.